Kieran, what's gotten into you all of a sudden? We were enjoying a nice conversation and you go and throw your cup of tea all over me? Why did you do that to me? What did I ever do to deserve it? Shut up, you frickin' slut. You should count yourself lucky I didn't bash your face in with that cup. Kieran, I can't believe you'd speak to me in such an awful way. You make me sick. I'll never forgive you for what you said. I consider you every bit my daughter. You're full of it. No one believes you. I will never let an ugly old hag like you marry my dad. I'm not going to sit idly by while you drain him of all his hard-earned money and abandon him once you've sucked him dry. You think I'm only after your father's money? But what have I ever done to make you think that? Are you joking? It's the simple fact that you're preying on my dad in the first place. He's 10 years older than you. And he has a daughter. There's no way this could be anything other than you going after his money. I'll bet you set your sights on him once you found out he was on his company's board of directors, didn't you? Kieran, I wish I knew what made you feel this way about me. We've been so friendly up until now. I don't understand why you would be so firmly against our marriage. Oh, don't give me that. You're not that oblivious. I've been 100% against your relationship from the very start. I only pretended to get along with you because Dad seemed to like you for whatever reason. You really don't get that? You're not just a slut. You're a dumb slut. But, Kieran, we just went out together a few weeks ago to celebrate your birthday, all three of us. We had such a lovely time at that restaurant, talking and laughing. At the end of the night, I went home so happy. It really felt like that was the moment that we finally became a family. I couldn't tell you how I really felt until you gave me my birthday present. What? My dad told me you were getting me a really nice present, but wow, this was way more than I expected. These are the best wireless headphones on the market. There's no way I could afford to buy myself these. But since my friends don't know it was a gift, I can still tell them I did anyway. Your father told me that you had been looking for a sale or a price drop to buy them, so I thought that if I got them for you, you'd be super happy with them. But you were really only pretending to be kind to me in order to get a present from me? How does that make you any different from what you're accusing me of? You claim I'm after your father's money, but you were just after my money. Yeah, and I'm a kid. Kids always act all cute and polite to get good presents from stupid adults. That's not true at all. But when adults do it, it's super gross. Like, seriously, how can you live with yourself marrying a dude who's 10 years older than you for his money? I will never call some gross old woman like you my mom. And I will never allow you to get married to my dad. I'll put a stop to this no matter what. I see. So that's how you feel? I never knew how opposed you were to me and your father being together, Kieran. But I wish that you would have come to me directly and told me how you felt. Why did you wait until today? Shouldn't you have talked to me about this rather than simply dumped your drink all over me? That was simply uncalled for. I felt like I had to make my point super clear to you, or else you'd never give up on my dad. This was the only way I could think of to get through to a stupid slut like you. But you never even tried to talk to me, Kieran. As your father's daughter, I truly do value your feelings greatly. And your father as well. I'm sure he feels even more strongly about you than I do. Oh, you value my feelings, huh? My feelings are, I don't want my dad to marry a stupid slut. So break up with him, now. If that's how you really feel, Kieran, then all right, I'll break up with him. Yes! And don't let the door hit you on the way out, slut.
Colleen, tell me what's going on, please. You want to break up with me? I don't understand. I picked up my phone on my break, saw you left me a voicemail, and now my world is crashing down around me.
I'm sorry to do this to you so suddenly, Jack, but after the conversation I had with Kieran, I knew this was my only choice.
What? What did Kieran say to you?
It seems Kieran is fiercely opposed to us getting married, to say the least. She feels so strongly about it that I don't feel like it would be appropriate for us to get married. So I want to put our engagement on hold for a while. Don't worry, though. I'll do my best to work on building up a relationship with Kieran. Let's just keep on seeing each other like usual for now, okay?
I had no idea Kieran was so opposed. Well, I suppose that settles it. Colleen, I don't want to put our engagement on hold. Let's just break up right now. You can forget you ever met me, and I'll do the same.
What? Jack, what are you saying?
If Kieran is really as opposed as you say she is, then I don't see how our marriage will ever work out. I'm her father, after all, and I have to put my daughter's well-being first.
I understand that, Jack, but that doesn't mean we need to break up. After all we've been through, I'm sure we can work our way through this as long as we stick together.
I'm sorry, Colleen, but I can't afford to waste any time at my age. If you wanted this to work out, you should have tried harder to earn Kieran's trust. It's over between us, Colleen. Let's break up.
Jack.
But with you out of the running for my wife, that makes things difficult for me. My other girls are all way younger than you, but they're all quite beautiful, so I'm sure Kieran will like them. Maybe I'll go with Christy, that cute little thing who recently signed up with the acting agent I play golf with. She hasn't been in any big-time TV shows or movies, but just being an actress alone should be enough to please Kieran.
What the? Hold on a moment, Jack. What do you mean, all your other girls? Are you saying you've been seeing other women besides me?
Yeah, and what of it? I don't feel like I've done anything wrong. It's not like we're married yet.
So you have been seeing other women?
When you're a divorced father like me, it can be pretty hard to find someone willing to date you. Even someone with money and influence like me. So if I want to get married, I have no choice but to go out with anyone who will have me and see who's the best fit.
You have got to be kidding me. You've been cheating on me all this time?
Like I said, I don't consider it cheating. Anyway, it was fun while it lasted. Look, I feel bad about wasting your time too, so how's about I give you a nice parting gift to show my appreciation?
Is that how you break up with all your other girls? By trying to pay them off? I was serious about you, about us. But now I see that you have never felt the same way about me. You can keep your filthy money. I don't want a cent out of you.
Are you sure about that? I mean, if you really don't want anything, that's cool. Just don't come crying to me later when you change your mind. I'd prefer we make this as clean a breakup as we can.
I don't need any money to get over you, Jack, so you can stop patronizing me.
Oh, all right then. Awesome. I was afraid you were going to try and milk this for everything you can. Okay, well, goodbye then, Colleen. It's too bad things didn't work out between us, but I did enjoy our time together.
Hey, Colleen, thanks for being a good little girl and breaking up with my dad. Thanks to that, I'm getting the best mom I could ask for. Does that mean your dad's getting married? He brought another girl by the house like a day after he broke up with you. And meeting her was like super crazy. She's even younger than you. She's actually only 5 years older than me. Are you kidding me? Jack was dating a woman that young? Good grief. Well, if they're getting married, I suppose this means you gave her your seal of approval, huh? I'm surprised you were okay with the age gap. You don't think she's just after your dad's money like me? No, I think she probably is. But I can make an exception in her case. She's an actress. Isn't that insane? And she's like super pretty. And she's gonna be my mom now. Having a beautiful actress for a mom is gonna be awesome. So, yeah, I can forgive her for being after my dad's money. Is that so? Her name's Christy, and like I said, she's totally great. I mean, with how close we are in age, I think we might even be able to become pretty good friends. Plus, she even offered to introduce me to a few of her friends in the movie industry. Isn't that nuts? I might become a famous movie actress. I had no idea you were even interested in acting, Kieran. Well, I'm a senior in high school now, so I've been thinking that I should probably start thinking about my future. But, I hate studying, and I don't want to have to work for a living. So being an actress would be the perfect job for me. I can spend all day around all the hottest people in the world and get paid to do it. Uh-huh. Sounds great. Oh, and I almost forgot. Chelsea got a part on a TV show recently. And she said that she can take me to see the filming. I feel like I'm losing my mind. I'm going to be in the same room as some of the most influential people ever. Maybe one of the actors might even ask for my number. I think I would just die of excitement if that happened. So that's what it takes for you to approve of your father's relationships? It's too bad, really. I told your father this too, but I was serious about him. And you too, Kieran. I was fully intending to be the best mother I could be to you. But I guess you prefer the type of mom Christy is to me. Totally. What kind of moron would I have to be to pick you over her? What good would you even be as a mom? Seriously. All you would do is sit in the house all day and spend my dad's money. Do you know any actors, Colleen? Can you introduce me to big shot movie producers? Unfortunately, no. Right. You see what I mean? Starting today, I'm officially the daughter of a famous actress. This is the best day ever. So, you can just go ahead and disappear, you stupid slut. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go and see if I can sneak some wine off my dad's table when he's not looking. All right, I hope you enjoy your day with your new famous actress mom today. Because come tomorrow, she won't be any of those things anymore. Huh? All I need to do is make a few phone calls and I'll have her agency contract revoked. So as of the start of business tomorrow morning, your famous actress mom will just be your mom. Don't be too sad, though. I can take her acting gigs away, but I can't take away her pretty face. I hope the three of you will be a very happy little family together. Hey, hold on a minute. What are you talking about, Colleen? You're gonna have her agency contract revoked? You mean you're gonna get her fired or something? But you can't do that. Who do you think you are? As a matter of fact, Kieran, I can. You see, I actually work for the acting agency that Christy is currently signed with. More importantly, I'm her manager. You're what? You're her manager? That's... What? You work for her agency? You never told me anything about that. What gives? I suppose I never really got the chance to talk about what I do for a living around you, did I? I might have had the chance to go into more detail about my past if you hadn't been so opposed to our marriage that your father broke up with me. Once you threw your drink all over me and called me a stupid slut, I figured there was nothing more for me to talk to you about. Oh well, what can you do? We're just victims of bad timing. Timing? This isn't about timing. You're working for a major acting agency. That's pretty important information, I'd say. You should have told me sooner. And by the way, can managers just fire people like that? Don't contracts lay out the specifics on when you can fire somebody? If you violate her contract, I hope she sues you for everything you've got. Oh, trust me, I'm very familiar with the particulars of her contract. After all, I'm one of the highest-ranking people in the agency. It's a very complicated corporate structure, but suffice to say that I have more than enough authority to fire some random wannabe starlet. Oh, I guess I don't really know much about the business. Like I said, it's complicated, but I've managed to work my way up through the ranks quite swimmingly. You've probably seen a lot of the girls I've signed in TV shows, music videos, and even some movies. It seems like every other month one of my clients hits it big, which is why the company has promoted me as fast as they have. Wow! But man, having so many clients means I have a lot of problems to deal with. Recently, we've had an influx of girls who go and do something stupid, like falling in love and getting married without informing us first. You have no idea how much paperwork I have to do when that happens. Usually I find out about it because they go viral on social media, so it's kind of a new experience to find out like this. Hey, what's wrong with getting married? Like, so what if she's an actress? She's still human. She has every right to marry whoever she wants, whenever she wants. You've got no business trying to butt in between Christy and my dad. In general, our agency has a pretty lax approach to our clients' love lives. However, the nature of our industry necessitates that they give us advance notice of any plans regarding marriage. Depending on the person and their contracts, it might cause problems with sponsors, conflicts of interests, and so on and so forth. Because of that, we have to have a very strict zero-tolerance policy regarding failing to notify us before marriage. And now, Christy is going to be subject to that zero-tolerance policy. So, what are you going to do to her? Dock her pay or something? The terms of her contract are very clear. The penalty for violating the obligation of giving the agency at least a month's notice before getting married is termination. Christy was aware of this, and yet she moved forward with marrying your dad without giving us any notice at all. And now, because of that, she will be fired. Period. No way! You're gonna fire her just for getting married?
I totally understand how strongly she feels about wanting to marry the partner of her choice. I felt similarly until recently. But this is a business, Kieran. We have rules. All she had to do was come to my office for 5 minutes or so, and everything would have been fine. Christy knows how much work our agency has to do when our clients get married, and the rule exists to save our company and clients time and money. Think about it. If one of our stars goes and marries some weirdo with a sketchy past while working on a kids' show, they might have to cancel the entire show. That wouldn't just cause problems for the star. There are tons of other people whose lives could be ruined. This is a very simple rule meant to prevent big problems like that, and she broke it.
Can't you let her off with a warning?
This is the big leagues, Kieran. If we start giving people warnings, it's over for us. Her termination will be processed today, and effective tomorrow, we will no longer be representing her. So I hope you enjoy having a mom who's just young and pretty rather than young, pretty, and famous.
You can't do this to me. Now she won't be able to take me to see the TV filming anymore. And what about your agency? Firing her is going to cost you a bunch of money, too. Are you really just going to fire one of your up-and-coming stars?
Up-and-coming star? Christy? You can't be serious. She's impossible to work with. I can't find any work for her at all. I don't know what she was talking about when she said she could take you along to a filming. She's not doing any work with us for at least the next few months as of now.
What?
Looks like she was using the fact that she had signed up with us to pretend that she was a way bigger deal than she really is. Don't be too hard on her, though. We get a lot of girls like her coming around.
I don't believe it. Christy wasn't really famous at all, but I already told my friends that my new mom's a big shot actress.
You'll have to figure out what to do about that for yourself. I need to get back to work, so I'll take my leave here. Tell Christy I said hi.
Okay, Colleen, I did a lot of thinking last night, and I've decided that I'll let you be my mom after all. So come by the house today and get married to my dad like you planned, okay?
Wow, this is a rather sudden change of heart. I was under the impression you thought I was some kind of gold digger.
Yeah, but that was before I came to see all the benefits of having you as my mom. I searched for your name on the internet and wow, it turns out you're one of the biggest agents out there. That makes it perfectly clear that you're the best mom I could ask for. With you as my mom, you can be my agent for free. You can get me on all the biggest TV shows, put me in all the blockbuster movies. You'll make me famous.
Uh-huh. Now I see why you changed your mind about me.
What was I thinking, fawning over that loser, Christy? So yeah, hurry up and marry my dad. Isn't that great? This is what you wanted, right? You said you were serious about him.
It's a very generous offer, Kieran, but I'm afraid I'll have to pass. I have absolutely no interest in becoming your mom. And not to mention, there is 0 chance I will ever get back together with your dad.
What? But why? If you marry my dad, you'll have the cutest daughter in the whole world. Me. And my dad's a big shot at his company, so you'll have tons of money.
I make more than enough to live comfortably by myself, thank you. All the money in the world couldn't make me want to marry that lying, cheating scumbag. Who does he think he is, messing around with women half his age? Leonardo DiCaprio? Please. I am humiliated that I ever took building a future with him seriously. Hey, you can't talk about my dad like that. He's not like that at all. You're lying. I wish I could tell you that I was lying, but it's unfortunately the truth. You should know that I wasn't the only woman your dad was seeing while we were dating. According to him, he has about 10 girls that he's messing around with. Some of them are even married.
10 women? That's disgusting. Why is my dad dating so many girls?
And most of them are in their teens, early 20s, too. When I found out, I thought the same thing you just said right now. Disgusting. So I'm afraid that even though you're finally accepting me as your mother, I won't be associating with your father anymore. He'll have to ask one of his 9 other girls to be his wife, preferably one of the ones who isn't married. Goodbye, Kieran. I hope you grow up to be a better person than your father.
Colleen, you've got to help me. I don't know what to do. Kieran won't talk to me anymore. About a week ago, she came into the kitchen after waking up, and I told her good morning, like usual, but she just gave me this weird stare and said, disgusting. And that was it. She hasn't said a word to me since. I think maybe she found out about my girlfriends somehow, and she is not happy about it.
Look at it from her perspective, Jack. She's a teenager in her senior year of high school going through the final stages of puberty. Having a dad who's popular with the ladies is one thing, but I think it's easy to say you've gone over the line. Seeing 10 women at one time, some of whom are married? I don't blame her for wanting nothing to do with you.
She's been like this every day. It's so awkward to be around her that I've been going out to eat by myself lately. I contacted all of my girls to try and get some decent company, but none of them want to see me anymore either. One will say she's busy, another will say she's with her husband, another with her boyfriend. I've been so lonely lately.
Looks like they were just as serious about you as you were about them. Honestly, I don't know why you would be expecting anything else. What kind of woman is attracted to an unfaithful man, an equally unfaithful woman?
I finally realized that out of all my girls, you were the only one who ever took me seriously. Right before she started giving me the silent treatment, even Kieran said that she would be okay with me marrying you. So, what do you say, Colleen? Can we give it one more shot?
Absolutely not. I could never marry a lecherous old man like you.
Hey, come on, don't be that way. You know how much I make in a year, don't you? You can quit your job and become my housewife. I'll take great care of you.
Sorry, but I happen to enjoy what I do for a living quite a lot. I don't want to quit.
But you don't want to work forever, do you? You're a woman. Don't you want a family, kids, that stuff? If you miss this chance, you'll never find a husband by the end of your 30s. And who's gonna marry some 40-year-old office lady, huh? You should be grateful a guy with options like me was even interested in you in the first place.
Oh, please, get over yourself. You're nothing special. Do you have any idea how many men on the sexiest men alive list I see on a daily basis? Compared to them, you're basically no different than any random guy in the homeless shelter.
Hey, that is going way too far!
I hope you can find some way to repair your relationship with Kieran. But as for you and me, we're through. Never contact me again. Sometime later, I got to talking with a mutual friend about how Jack and Kieran were doing. It seems their relationship never got any better. Kieran eventually stopped going to school entirely. Instead, she spends her days with other high school dropouts that hang out behind a strip mall downtown. She also has trouble staying out of trouble, leading to frequent midnight calls and trips to the police station for Jack. Word of her exploits has begun to spread far and wide, reaching even the ears of the other members of his company's board of directors. At their last meeting, they spent some of their time discussing their expectations for the families of the company's executives. They adopted one resolution enabling them to forcibly remove board members whose families could potentially harm the company's image. Only one member voted against the resolution. Can you guess who that was? The resolution was promptly used to kick Jack off the board. Losing his title as an executive has had a disastrous effect on Jack's love life. All the girls who once used to fawn over him have drifted gradually away, leaving him all alone. A sad fate for a man who once prided himself on his ability to juggle so many women. Isn't that ironic? He was telling me that I was the one who would regret turning him down, but the reality was the exact opposite. And you know, it feels kind of good to know that I was the big one that got away.